It's like Working Moms or something, and one of the little girls got her period, and she was like crying, and she's like, "What? Okay, like, how long is this gonna last?" And okay, tell me about your uterus, bitch.
I felt my IUD string, and I felt like more of it than I usually can. Why are you looking at me like that? Is that like super bad?
No, but I thought you were gonna say something else, so I was waiting before I reacted, but that would freak me out. I'm sorry. IUDs just freak me out a little bit.
Me too. It makes me sick just talking about it. You're the first
Yeah.
person I've like said it out loud to, because I'm like I just like literally just thinking about it makes me want to throw up.
Is it because it hurts so much when they put
It
it
does
in?
right now, but it scares me because that's an organ that I don't use it. I don't know what's in there. I can't feel what's up,
Yeah.
you
There's
know.
no, no.
And if there's like a copper thing in my cervix,
It's
that
just
would.
crazy to think about. Yeah. I'm
But
like,
you know your uterus can expel your IUD and just be like, boy, bye.
but does it hurt when that happens? Is it like giving birth tiny bit, like just a tiny little birth? Like I think you wouldn't it hurt when it comes out? Because it hurts when it goes in.
My periods hurt so bad anyway.
Oh, that's true. Did they always hurt or did it get worse with the IUD?
They got worse, which is supposedly normal.
That's so fucked up. How are you supposed to know if it's falling out if your uterus hurts all the time anyway?
I know they were like online is like, look in the toilet. And then I was like, but seriously, they were like, look in the toilet. It could, that could
How
happen.
big is it? They're like,
Um,
big or something? Yeah. Okay, so you might not see it in your blood.
but you know what? I feel like my pain threshold is to the point that I don't know if I would know, like, okay, this is for real. I gotta get out of here and go to the ER. I think I would be someone who just like looks in their panties and there's an IUD. Also, my vagina is a lot more mature than it used to be. Like I feel like that's a probability.
Yeah, but even so, it's like not that much.
Okay, but Sarah, I felt enough of it that it was kind of like the string was literally
Oh.
full. Like it's low.
So what did they tell you? Did they give you any advice on like how to tell if it's falling out, or are they just like that's probably not going to happen, so don't worry about it?
They said if it's fucking painful, basically, yeah, like you'll know if you need to go to the hospital. But I won't. I don't think I will though.
What if
What?
Chris got a vasectomy? Does he want more kids?
No. So like he could get a vasectomy and that's fine, but that still doesn't really solve my uterus problems.
That's true. But oh, I guess I don't know. Maybe I was thinking if you didn't have to be on birth control, it would help, but wouldn't solve everything.
I guess my periods weren't as painful. Well, they were as painful, they just weren't as heavy.
Oh, having periods was the worst. That was like all I had too. I have to say, not having a uterus has been amazing, and I'm like really jealous that dudes just get to live their lives like this. I haven't had to think about my period in 3 years. Yeah, I know. It's hard because it's supposed to be like a gift, but it's kind of fucking insane that we have to do this.
And it really is a gift, like I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I do think it's beautiful, beautiful enough that it's sensitive content now, evidently. But But, like, it's just so fucked that, like, half of the world lives with this every month, and there's not more progress made. It really affects me.
Yeah, I know, and they just like expected women to hide it for years because it's inconvenient for them. And I'm like, this is fucking insane that they just get to live their lives like this. I watched this show the other day. It's like Working Moms or something, and one of the little girls got her period, and she was like crying, and she's like, "What? Okay, like, how long is this gonna last?" And the mom was like, well, until you're like 50. And she was like, started freaking out. She's like, what? She's like, how often? It's like once a month, usually like 5 to 7 days. And like the realization on this little girl's face, she was like, how am I ever going to be able to do anything? She's like, if I have to do this once a month for the, like, ever, it feels like fucking forever.
The innocence.
Yeah. I was like, I fucking remember that getting hit. Like, you just learn to accept it. You stop thinking about it after a while, but you forget that there was once a point in your life where you had that realization and it was like devastating, to realize that you were going to have to deal with this for so long and so much. And, it was scary at 13. You didn't even really understand how bad it was going to be. I think every woman should get a hysterectomy just automatically at a certain age if they want it.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, because this has been fucking dope. Yeah, not gonna lie.
I love you.
Me too. I'm all for people who want to have kids, but also our world is overpopulated.
You know what?
So
I would have less of a problem with people who have like 10 kids if everyone who wanted birth control of some kind could get it.
yeah, or knew what it was, or sexual education.
Yeah, comprehensive.
It's crazy.
Why do you think someone was like freaked out about my period blood on Instagram?
Because it's the same reason that society hasn't made progress on periods, because it's inconvenient for people to think about it if it's not something have to think about already. And there are a lot of women, I would say that that's probably one of the most common things, like internalized misogyny. I think that's the most common form of internalized misogyny, is most women will, till their dying breath, like defend that periods are gross and people shouldn't have to hear about it.
They are gross. They can be gross, I guess.
Or they
But
could be magic if we chose as a society to think about it that way.
exactly.
I think it's a shame and like having to hide it that makes it difficult. That you have this thing that happens once a month that you can't fucking talk to people about because it's inconvenient for them.
And that's what makes it gross.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it can't be seen, it can't be smelled. You don't want to hear about it. You gotta hide it. Like, it's just shitty to have that thing you deal with so much. People are like, ew, I don't want to hear about that. Especially from people who don't have to experience it. I'm like, oh, I'm glad you don't think about it, or that you get to not have to think about it. That's exactly what it is. It's just men get to tell us that it's gross, and most of us believe it. So it's just the way it is. I mean, it's enough that societies around make women go live in different parts of town while they have a period once a month, for the majority of their life. They get ostracized just on a regular basis. It's cool. It's fine. So much about being a woman is like hiding your existence. Hide the kids until they're adults that can contribute to society. Like, hide your bodies until a man is ready to make use of it. Hide your fat because you don't want to take up room. You don't want to be gross. Cross your legs. Whatever. Hide yourselves. Hide everything about you so that we don't have to think about it.
Especially if you're showing emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide that you don't like being cheated on because you need someone to pay for your kids, a place for you to live, whatever it is.
And if you do think you're being cheated on, it's not that I'm cheating on you, it's that you're crazy.
Yeah, you're paranoid.
Just like I'm in awe of how far we can go with this like improv.
Shit's real though.
Whatever, I'm fucking 30.
I know. My cataract sunglasses and my booty shorts. Yes. This is life.